This is lesson 2 of video production and digital photography entitled Preparing Your Story. At the end of the lesson, you should be able to explain the different points of view in narration, discuss the character and the plot, write a script based from the elements that comprise a good story infusing societal issues. What was the most famous love story ever told, created by William Shakespeare for more than 4 centuries ago? Your guess is correct. Romeo and Juliet. It is about a young hero and heroine whose families, the Montagues and the Capulets respectively, are ferocious enemies. Romeo and Juliet's passionate star-crossed love leads to their demise, which ultimately serves to pacify the relationship between their families. But how is Romeo and Juliet relevant today? The characters of Romeo and Juliet have been continuously depicted in literature, music, dance, and theater. The premise of the young hero and heroine whose families are enemies is so appealing that Romeo and Juliet have become, in the modern popular imagination, the representative type of star-crossed lovers. As what Miss Virginia Woolf said, so long as you write what you wish to write, that is all that matters. And whether it matters for ages or only for hours, nobody can say. Let's proceed to our lesson, the point of view. A story makes or breaks a film. Your story is arguably the most important element in your video. It is your basis for every decision you will make as a filmmaker. It determines the duration of the video footage or pictures that should be shot, and the editing style. The next thing that we should do is to identify who will be telling the story. Once you have your story, you should know from what perspective you will tell it. We have this point of view. Point of view is the eye or narrative voice through which you tell a story. When you write a story, you must decide who is telling the story and to whom you are telling it. The following are the different points of view in narration. The objective or the dramatic point of view. It employs a narrator who tells a story without describing any character's thoughts, opinions, or feelings. Instead, it gives an objective and biased point of view. The third person. The narrator, who is not an actual character, tells the story and even the emotions of the main character. It is subdivided into third person omniscient and third person limited. Third person omniscient is a story is about he or she where the narrator has full access to the thoughts of all characters. Meanwhile, third person limited is the story is about he or she, the narrator is outside the story. The third party omniscient is when the narrator knows everything, from what the characters are thinking to their every action. It brings life and develops an entire world of characters. The narrator relates information about each character that the characters might not know about each other. It is useful for introducing the reader to a plethora of characters. The last is the first person. The narrator does participate in the action and is telling the story according to how or she perceives it. A pronoun I is used in this point of view, meaning the character is in the story. In choosing perspective, pick one that you are at ease with, then sit down and start writing your story. Don't hesitate to send me questions or other queries about POV. Thank you.